This is the Mediterranean Sea, one of the world's deadliest migration routes connecting Africa with Europe.
That's a capsized rubber boat.
German volunteers have been monitoring the area for hours by plane. They've spotted the remains of a vessel just off the Libyan coast, but there's nobody in sight. It's unclear what's happened to the people who must have been in the dinghy. Kai, Maria and Jan patrol the Mediterranean in their aircraft Moonbird. On behalf of German NGO Seawatch, they look out for migrants who set off from Libya aboard unseaworthy vessels, trying to reach Europe. It's perilous and often fatal, even when the boats withstand the journey.
People who are out at sea for days tend to be massively dehydrated, in complete despair and in very poor health. There are often dozens of people with medical emergencies who need to be evacuated as fast as possible.
Footage of a previous rescue mission. It's common for migrants to be crammed into inflatable vessels without food and at the mercy of the elements. The people smugglers who see them off couldn't care less. But even when Maria and her team spot a migrant boat in distress, it doesn't mean the refugees are safe. All the team can do is monitor the situation and call for help. There are almost no private rescue ships in this area anymore because of Italy's tough stance. Some crews have been tried for people smuggling and their vessels have been seized. And merchant ships like this tend to avoid the area, which often leaves the Libyan Coast Guard to save people's lives. It's frustrating for the Sea-Watch crew.
I want these people to reach a safe harbor and to reach Europe. I want them to safely cross the sea and not get deported illegally. But with all rescue ships being impounded and fewer resources for rescue missions available, we're the only ones left monitoring the sea. And then we get into situations like this.
Maria and Kai know that their every step is closely watched by the Italian and Spanish governments. Some accuse Sea-Watch of cooperating with people smugglers who send migrants out to sea. But Maria says this is ludicrous.
We would never communicate or cooperate with people smugglers. Smugglers are criminals who make money from people in despair. They make a profit from people who are so desperate that they turn to smugglers.
They say every life is equal and every person in distress must be saved, without exception. Maria is a medical student who previously served on a rescue vessel. It had a huge impact on her.
When I was serving on that ship, there was a mother who gave birth on a rubber dinghy. Those are stories you can't forget. To have a baby in a rubber boat out at sea without any help, in those filthy conditions, that's beyond anything you could ever imagine. That just sticks with you.
It's stories like these that spur these volunteers on, although they face an uncertain future. Their plane, Moonbird, has been banned from operating from Malta for 2 years, and Sea-Watch fears other countries may follow suit. That's why we must keep it a secret where their plane is currently based. For now, the crew wants to keep patrolling the Mediterranean Sea for as long as they can and help save as many lives as possible.